Welcome back to the channel, chaps. Oh, don't worry, this is squash, not nothing stronger than that. I can't take it after last night. We're going to have a look at this Italeri Hawker Typhoon. This is going to be ending to Martin Lamont International British Modelers Spiffy Tiffy group build. Try saying that after a couple of these. So we'll have a look at the kit and we'll see how we go on. I'd also like to thank Model Citizen Dave for enabling me to do this very thing. So thanks, Dave. I appreciate it, mate. I really do. But shall we have a look at this and stop me going waffling on? Let's have a look. Okay, lads, you've seen this. Obviously, this kit before. There's a couple of lads on the group build that are doing this. So let's have a look and see what we get in mine. Probably the same as everybody else's. So I've added a couple of extras for mine. We'll go through that in a minute. So I'll put them just to one side. I've opened the bags just to have a quick look inside. So we'll just have a quick shufty of the plastic. It's nothing we haven't seen before, but I thought I might as well do it just to see what we've got. Okay, lads. So if we start with fuselage halves, I believe this is Italeri boxing. This is their Italeri kit. So this is the first time I've done an Italeri model. I mean, the plastic is very nice. It's got that nice hard feel to it. Nice light grey colour. So fuselage looks fine to me. I'll have to see whether we need to put some riveting in. I'll have to have a quick check on Tinternet to see what the actual riveting was like, if it was flush, whether you'd see it or not. So yeah, good start. Obviously the other side is a mirror image with we've got the tail wheel, some door, intake. That's that big the big air intake for the Napier engine. So that's okay. So now we'll move on to this is sprue Q and N. We've got obviously the guns. We've got some exhaust manifold thing, which is a bit meh, that is, to be honest. Wheels, which I won't be using, nicely weighted though. Some cockpit stuff that we're not going to be using. Just about to say that there's no flash on any of this kit up to now, apart from this piece here. It's a bit grim. Seat. Yeah, nice. Framing, that's quite nice, although I won't be using any of this. Nice sprue. We've now got the big, that massive propeller. Huge spinner. Not a lot to see on that, really, to be honest. You know, is what it is. It's a spinner and it's a propeller. Sprue C. Now we've got a couple of similar sprues on here. Obviously these are, as you can see, are rockets and the rails. I suppose we ought to put rockets on the aircraft, because that's what it was all about. I mean, they look okay. They don't look, nothing wrong with them. They would come out okay. we've got a little sprue here. This is obviously something for the cockpit, the back of the seat perhaps. Looks like the old door, a window winder. I don't quite know what that is, but that's a little sprue there. Cute little sprue. Top of the wings. Now they look quite impressive. Spin it around that way. And we've got a leg for the undercarriage. Fine lines, fine detail. That looks really nice. That looks very nice indeed. And here is the top of that fuselage. We all know about this. I believe it's the weak point of the kit is the. Bear with me. See where that bit goes into there like that. And I believe this is quite a weak point, so that is something we're going to have to take good care of, getting that right somehow. And whether we put this together on the fuselage and then butt the fuselage halves together, excuse me, or whether we put in after, we'll have to just have a play with. There's a bit of detail in there. But the wings are quite nice. The wings are quite nice indeed. The final sprue that I can see, we go on to the underneath of the wings. Nothing on the internals, of course. Again, nice detail. We'll hollow these out perhaps. Do something with the light. There is some detail in the wheel well, not loads. I don't know what we'll do with that. Probably leave it as is, to be honest. Obviously, because when it's sat down, you're not going to see much of it. But very nice. Very nice. And then we come on to glass parts and some polycaps. I won't take these out because I have a habit of sitting on them and breaking them. And that one piece of glass, I really don't want to. I don't want to muck that up. So we won't take this out of the bag. But suffice to say, it looks pretty clear to me. That is your glass. I have decals. Oh dear, oh no. Well, mine's obviously been rubbing on something because it's all marked on that roundel there, which is a bit of a shame. D-Day stripes, obviously will be painting my own, and so should you. Banding, or we will be, if I'm using that one, I don't kind of know which scheme we're going to do, which one we're going to do, but that'll be sprayed on. ID markings, cartograph, so that actually you could use these decks and they'll be absolutely fine, but we'll spray our own. There's a bit of a shame about that though. Decals. And then finally, we have the instructions. There's a bit of a write-up. I'll probably need to read that. I don't know a lot about the Typhoon, I've got to be honest. Standard gatefold instructions, pretty, if I can get them all in. We've got some call outs, colour call outs. A bit of a sprue map. Pretty basic, you know. It's all pretty basic. There's that fillet thing. Look, that's going to be a nightmare. springs going together on that one. It's all pretty, it is pretty basic. 5, 6, 7 parts. So as the kit goes, it is pretty pretty simple. We'll have a look at this colour call out, because grey green everything, grey green everywhere, interior green, F, they're going for medium sea grey in the wheel wells. That's interesting, isn't it? And then schemes, we have 3 schemes. Let's make a choice now, shall we, chaps? Obviously the colour will be the same. Which one do I like? Let's go for 609 Squadron Thorny Island. Well, that's the same as that one actually. But this bird here, because I kind of like the different size of markings on there. I like that. We'll go with that one. That one. So, as you know what it is, they're all going to be the same. Obviously, all the Tiffys are doing ocean grey, dark green, medium sea grey. I'm going to check out what the interior of the wheel wells is supposed to be. I'm sure it's not going to be medium sea grey. But there you go, that one. So, we'll have a look inside these, shall we? Just pop that over there. Well, the wheels are wheels. They look obviously better than the kit wheels. Actually, let's do a little comparison, shall we? Okay, let's just have a look at the difference. If I you must excuse me as well, chaps. I'm suffering from a a bit of a hangover. Put that there. So if we put that one against that one, you tell me which one's the best. It's got to be the resin, because I paid extra for them. The at least that is flattened, the kit part, but that's the difference you're looking at. And if we have a look at the little tail wheel, that's quite nice actually. That's quite nice. That is very nice. That'll look alright. Paint that up, that'd be lovely. And now we have the main event for me. Cockpit set. Now this is the first time I would have done a complete resin cockpit. Oh, I get a little bit of instruction with it as well. That's ideal. Let's put that to one side. So let's have a look at this cockpit first. So let's carefully get that out. Just put that to one side. So we have photo etch instrument panel, which is lovely. Hope you can see that. Not whiting out on you. That's lovely, that is. Beautiful. And then obviously you have all this lovely resin stuff. We've got the cockpit floor on one block, so I'm assuming, right, yeah, that's there. That looks very nice. And then let's have a look what we've got here. We've got odds and ends, a bit of a radio. Obviously got to try and clean these up, get these off the plug and clean them up. And then we've got a bit of a side console there. All very nice. And then we've got, oh, don't know what that is. Oh, there's the pedals, aren't they? So it is the full interior then. This is full interior. Obviously need to separate the plug and obviously get all this resin out. That looks beautiful. I'm saying that this all looks beautiful, which it does. But you know, when you think, I might have bitten off more than I can chew here. Ooh, nice. How on earth am I going to get? Oh, good grief. Instrument panel back wall plate thing. Obviously then that goes onto there like that. What that is. It's nice. Then we have the seat with the harnesses on, in. No harnesses on there, no. That all wants painted up inside there. Very nice. Lovely moulding. Finally some other little bits, odds and ends, trim wheel. Odds and bits and pieces. And that's to be the back of the seat, I imagine. That will sit on there. I imagine something like that. Lovely, beautiful. And then we get a bit of acetate for the etch. So there is a cockpit set, a resin cockpit set, and luckily for me, they've included a instruction booklet. Yeah, makes it look really easy, but I'm sure we'll be fine. Take my time. Use this. Actually, what you could do is think of this as a separate build. Oh, I see, they're separate there. A model within a model. So yeah, so that looks great as well. I've also invested, chaps, in a bit of MRP loveliness. So, modeller buys paint shock. So we're going to give these bad boys a bit of a whirl. I have used them before on my Harrier, and I'm using them on my Hawk. They are particularly lovely. I've just taken a little bit getting used to for me, but yes, beautiful. So I'm going to give them a go as well. There you have it then. Quite a basic kit, which is good for me. But the Barracuda resin is going to be like the thing for me on this. Because the first time I've done resin, I've done a bit of resin, wheels and little bits and pieces, but I haven't done a full cockpit, which is going to be interesting to say the least. Italeri boxing of a Hasegawa kit. So again, another first. So another first. It's a Hasegawa kit I haven't built before. Resin, Hasegawa, and a load of MRP, which should hopefully it should turn out okay. When I'm actually going to start building this, I'm not too sure. Possibly within a couple of weeks of recording this. So what's this? This is now. Excuse me. There's my lad and my daughter, and it's now, what does that say? Oh, it's gone off. It's the 16th of July 2017. So I did kind of think in my own mind that I might be doing this at about August time, so that's possibly where we'll be. The only trouble I might have is the room I'm sitting is my missus has bought a sofa. I won't show you what's in here because it's a bit of a mess, but I've got in there's like a back door just there, and it's all my work clothes and crap that's just thrown over there. All this round here is my daughter's toys. She's got a load of toys over there, and I've got this little section here, and it's going. So that might put a spanner in my modelling works for a little while, which hopefully it won't, but I need to come up with something. I'll always talk about, because I've got a room downstairs, to talk about going down there. But anyway, I'm dribbling on. But needless to say, Martin, this is the kit I'm going to be doing for you, mate. We're all doing obviously the same aircraft, but you know, we're all in together, aren't we? So it should be all fine. So as soon as I start, mate, I will put up your time thing, which you like to see, and then we'll give it a good crack. It's probably about August time, I think. Okay, guys, I've got to stop dripping on. I will see you around, and happy modelling, and take care. Take care, lads.